Hello guys, and welcome to my vlog where I give you the best tools and strategy to support and enhance your movement. So in this third part of the series, we're going to use the resistance bands to help us use or work on our posture and how to promote a better posture, a better holding or optimal holding of our whole spine. So usually when we think or when we see a hunch posture, a hyperkyphotic posture, or any forward inclination of the back and the neck, we immediately try to want to fix it in the opposite direction. So if we see like a hunched back like this, our automatic inclination will be to try to correct it to the opposite way, which means backward. But if you think more closely and more deeply about it, the forward inclination of the spine is not a result of a force that is pulling you in this direction. It's a result of gravity and how we orient our body against gravity. So actually gravity wants to pull us down, and gravity is operating from above or pulling us from below, if you like to think about it this way. And therefore, this movement that we see here is not the preliminary movement that is happening while gravity is pulling us down. Actually, gravity wants to pull us down, and as a result, as a secondary result, we hunch over to this way. And we see the kyphotic posture and the forward head position, etc., etc. So with the resistance bands, we're going to use them as an imitation of gravity or as amplifiers of gravity, and they will help us learn how to use our muscles and our nervous system against the direction of gravity, which means upwards and not backwards. And the usage of the extensor muscles and all this postural correction backwards is not very effective. This will be a much more effective and accurate way to work on your postural alignment. So in order to do that, we're going to step on the band and we're going to support it with a parallel shoulder like this. It's a very simple position. And we're going to do the same thing with the opposite shoulder. We're going to support it with a foot and hold it or support it here with this parallel shoulder as well. So now we have the tension of the bands actually pulling us down. And this is why I said before that the resistance of the bands is actually it imitates gravity. It tries to pull us down, and therefore, as a secondary result, as a secondary consequence, our backs and heads are moving this way. And as you can see now, it will make no sense to try to extend ourselves back because it will not change the tension of the bands and it will not work against gravity. In order to work against gravity in a way that will be actually promoting our posture, we have to learn how to pull ourselves up and not back. So in the first part, I'm going to just give in to the tension of the bands like this. I'm going to just release myself. And this is like a kind of imitation of the hyperkyphotic or forward head position posture. And from here, I'm going to think about my head. Not just my shoulder, I'm going to extend with my head up and actually work myself up against the resistance of the bands, like this. I'm going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to give in to the resistance again. In this way, I'm starting to create a contrast in my brain between how I hold myself more ideally like this, and between how I hold myself here, which is actually more giving in to gravity. Again, I'm going to push up a little bit, very gently. I'm going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. I'm going to do it for 10 times in a row. And then I'm going to hold it with my eyes closed for another 30 seconds. So I'm going to push myself up, I'm releasing the shoulder, and I'm closing my eyes in order to implement the sensation and the inner feeling of the postural alignment in my brain and in my subjective experience. This way, my muscles and my nervous system, they learn how to correct my posture, not backwards, but upwards in the real direction that is needed to support and help me with my postural alignment. After 30 seconds, you can release back and then release one band and the other. So you can do it for longer periods of time. There is no problem. It's not a high intensity exercise, but it's a very low intensity exercise, but it really creates a change in your muscular patterns and in your nerve system and in your subjective feeling of how you orient your posture. It's very helpful once you go out, just stand for a minute with your eyes closed and just try to watch the how you organize your body, or how your body actually get organized after working with these resistance bands. You will immediately feel a different experience and a different holding of your body. So thank you guys for joining, and if you like this video and you find it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I'll see you next time.